Who can tell us some ideas about what, first of all, what makes a high sound? Think about it for a minute. What makes a high sound? Do you want to get us started, Reese?
A high sound is low. Small things make a high sound.
You're saying small things make a high sound. Alex, do you agree with him?
Yes.
What's your evidence, Reese? What's your evidence? How do you know that small things make a high sound?
A bird is a small thing and it makes a high sound.
Okay. So a bird is a small thing and it makes a high sound. What else? Any other evidence that you got?
Another small thing that makes the high sound is like a jar of water. A jar of a tiny, tiny bit of water.
A jar with a tiny bit of water? Does anybody have evidence from the straw station for a high sound? Levi, do you have evidence from the straw station?
I think the little straw made the highest sound.
Very nice. The little straw. What makes the low sounds, Caleb?
The big stuff.
The big stuff makes the
He
low
gets the prize.
sound. Awesome. Okay, so the big stuff. What's our evidence? What's our evidence, boys and girls? How do we know that the big stuff makes the low sounds? What did we find out? Who can tell me something from Mrs. Harrington's station that made a low sound? Think about a low sound. Olivia?
A cow.
What else? And how about Mrs. Mrs. Youngkin's station? What made a low sound in Mrs. Harrington's station? So what happened at the jars of water? What happened at the jars of water, Tyler?
The one that had a lot of water was quiet.
It was quiet, but it was also, was it low or high?
Low.
It was low. Okay, so a lot of water. And how about the straw station? Which straw made the low sound? Think, boys and girls. Which straw made the low sound? Dennis?
The big one.
The big one, yes. The big one.
Wow.
Do you know what you did, boys and girls? You made two big claims about sound. You said small things make high sounds and big stuff makes low sound. And you know what this is? This is your evidence. This is how you know. This is how you were a scientist to find that out. I think you should give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, then leave your feet alone.
Whose thing is this?
Go find Percy.